And I start the recording. Hello. You know I'm doing something right when I only play like less often a week. I play more hours a week, but less often, right? And you know I'm doing something right when even though I don't play that much, the base is still running. I'm pretty impressed with myself right now. So if I check, but still a sanity check, I need to check everything that is all working. Helium plasma is okay. Nitrobenzene is okay. And then I have cosmic neutronium. Yes. All right. Base will run forever now. I just need to check those three things. So, hello there, Victini. How you doing? So what we did last episode was we got the chemical plant going. We formalized it through a whole bunch of recipes here so that we are now working towards the rocket fuel. But we can't do this yet because we need the loranium casings, which I did attempt to craft overnight. It doesn't look like a finish because we still need Terra crystal powder, which is not an issue because I just need to put it back in storage. It was in the whatever you call it, the ore muncher. Yeah. I'm gonna skip live songs. Where are you taking me? I'm gonna put another playlist. I'm still trying to get into Stained, but we'll just put the lo-fi playlist for now. Keep it usual. So we are able to craft all of the casings, which means we're going to be able to craft the rocket fuel. We do have the tier 7 rocket already. I just haven't been anywhere with it. So what am I going to need from there to... I don't even know what I need from this to make the tier 8. Or the heavy duty tier 8 alloy ingots. What do you call them? Heavy duty tier 8 whatevers. Yeah, this stuff. How do I do this? It's just going to be black plutonium. That's basically... I could have done this a long time ago, actually. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to turn off this because we need the black plutonium to build up. We have a little thing right here. It's attempting to always have 1,000,000 cosmic neutrons in storage, but this whole time it's been running. We're not quite there yet, but we're making good progress. I'm going to set this to 500,000 in that case so that we can build up plutonium. Oh, but burning, how come you don't just make the cosmic compressor or whatever you call it? What do you call it? Cosmic collector, neutron collector. Yeah, this thing. Because we need infinity. That's the whole reason why we're trying to get it tier 8 in the first place. We'll get there. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Are we able to use a world accelerator to speed up the neutron collection? Because the quest does hint at that. Let me double check. I don't know. I thought it mentioned it somewhere. That's fine. Wink, wink. So that's a yes, right? See, I'm not hopeless. So I absolutely want one. It's one of the first things I'm gonna want. I don't know. You know what? I'll take it. All right, the casings are done. Loranium. Give that to me. And we're going to need to replace all of this. Turn off and then start ripping it apart. It's nighttime. That's not a good thing. It should have been day. I think I was taking like scenic pictures and I just never turned it back to day. Actually, do we even need it to be night? Yes, we need it to be day because we have crops. Oops, my bad. Don't know, never used it. I use meteors. Can you get cosmic neutronium from meteors? Actually, isn't there an ingot or like an ore? There is. You can just do. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Okay. We'll get into meteors like on another playthrough. I think if I do another playthrough, it will be magic focused and only solar powers is what I want to challenge myself to do. And we will need magic for that because I think that's like the best way to get solar. So it's compressed things. I ripped apart this guy by accident. He should be facing down. Yes. Oops. Okay. And the rest of it is casings here. Is there a way to do like with the schematic to do a replacement? For example, this one is saying all of this stuff, right? But is there a way to do a replacement? Be pretty interesting to know. For example, I don't have to like break all of these casings by hand. I'm going to set this to all the channels that I want. So right now I want this to be a coil of electrum, a machine casing of LUV, a pipe casing of tungsten steel, and the casing of uranium. The pink one. What the heck? There's more? What do you need this for? Oh, I'm going to have to do this again, right? Oh, no, nothing else saved. Okay, fine. Tungsten steel. And then LUV. And then coil. That one. Thank you. And then GT no hatch. You already have all the hatches. I'm just replacing the casings. And everything else can break. Is that it? Did I miss a casing or something? Oh, it doesn't know what to do because of the energy hatch. That's fine. Should be all of the casing. Look, it's pink. That's a cool color. I like pink. It's a cool color. It's very bright. It's definitely an eyesore though. It sticks out. But this does mean we can craft the rocket. So before I do that though, I'm thinking I want to just actually complete the rocket quest line because we have so much. I don't want to. Never mind. It's a lot of things. So if you've been a recurring member, you'll easily see that, or you know that I have a real bad habit of not completing quests because I just don't do anything in the right order, or I never hold any of the like the in between products. Like the entire rocket fuel quest is not done. I can make this though. I'm gonna make a batch of it. I just want a little bit. I don't know how to search for it. Can I make 10,000? Yes. Make it. Will it work? I have no idea. We do have a distillation tower making some stuff, and it might not be fully set up. Yeah, it's not. Trichloroacetic acid. That got stuck. So I'm thinking I'm going to upgrade all of this to be output hatches. 1, 2, 3 more. And you're out of sodium again. Of course you are. I've been having issues with sodium for a while because things just keep stopping. It's absolutely what it was. Thank you. When am I going to get the auto taping maintenance hatch and have everything constantly repaired? Yeah, when that machine stops, our whole storage gets clogged. It's so funny. Oh well, I'll deal with this eventually. I just need a little bit of sodium for that. So we need the output hatch. 2 of you. Thank you. Where'd you get stuck? Copper dust. You might not. You might have gotten stuck in one of these recipes here. You need nitric acid. Something got in the way. Are you on blocking mode? No, that's but you probably need to be on blocking mode. All right, it's fine. Let's cancel the recipe and start over once I get the output hatches going. Thank you. And then I'll take that out. Okay. So if we need to study the tier 8s, I should probably already actually research it. So this needs to be researched. Heavy duty plate tier 7. Go ahead and craft one and then just research it. And a side project we can actually work on is the unit UHV energy hatch. I think we are able to craft it now. Last time I remember. Where is it? UHV energy hatch. I need 2 of them. Yes. Okay. We were still working on the superconductor base dust. And I think I had stopped because this needs a mixer with UHV power and circuit 2, which we don't have. So I'm going to set that up on this guy over here. So set up some interfaces for circuit 2 and then upgrade this guy to UHV power. We can do that. Okay, so we need a couple of interfaces. Let's get the rocket fuel first, though. We don't really need any resources from whatever planet we're going to. Where are we going for the schematic? Pluto. What can we get from Pluto? Tungstate. We can get diamonds, molybdenum, osmium, tungsten. We can get entire black plutonium, which might be a good idea. Ilmenite, palladium, thorium, bauxite, neutronium. Naquidol also. Triconium, black plutonium. So it's mostly black plutonium is what we can get from there. But we're getting black plutonium already. It'll take a little while to build up, though. And we only have 297. It'll be a little bit. It's fine. We can always just put a miner there for some reason. Are you stuck? Why are you stuck? If you're not running, that means you're probably not running because the base is trying to actively generate power, I think. No data sticks found. Okay, no, the data bank broke probably because of maintenance. I really need to get the auto taping maintenance hatch going because it tends to happen. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, let's get the output hatches going. They're on my inventory. Let's get some cables like that. I'm pretty sure I have enough channel space for this because not a lot of machines out here. But I need to double check. It's been a while since I've last seen this. Only 22. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, you got stuck with a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to avoid that. Do I avoid it? Nah. Yeah, I'm just going to... I will collect this one, though. There we go. You're not going to connect? Is it too many channels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You might be too many channels. Yeah, and you're connected to that too. I need to split that then. I can do that with a dense cable. And repainting it over here. I can do that. So I'm going to repaint everything. We have enough channels. I just need to repaint the wires. Do that. And let's get one for gray. Like that. There we go. Now do the same thing up here just to keep it consistent. Those all should be connected now. Yes. Okay. So can I craft the rocket fuel now? No, I wanted 10,000. Should be crafting everything now. Yes, look at that. We did craft a batch of rocket fuel and then... Sweet, we got it. Yes, I picked it up right now. Let's get the tier 7 researched before I forget. It is heavy duty plate and a data stick. There's one left. That works. Unless I already have it. I always forget what I have in here. I don't have it. That's the other one. Right, yeah. Put this one there. And then we put this one there. And no valid items, so you need a screwdriver. And it finished instantly. Yes. I like it when things run fast. Now we have the tier 8 built, but we can't actually build it because we need this to step up to a UEV power, right? Yeah. So we need 2 UHV energy hatches for this, which is why we're trying to build those in the first place. But before that, we can even build those energy hatches. We need to get the UHV dust. So we need a couple of interfaces. I'll go for 6 of them. No, not 100. Should make 10 for now. We need some blocking cards. We need cable. And a quartz fiber. We also need a drive. And we need a bunch of 64K cells. And we need circuit 2s. 11 of you. And this means any circuit 2 recipe for the mixer can now be added here. Now, how am I going to power this to UHV power? I'm probably going to have to give it more power here, but I don't really know how much I'm like taking out. So let's do the math here. We're pumping in a max of 256 amps of ZPM. This has 64, 64, 64. All right. So that's I have this 64 times 3. It's 192. This is 16 amps of ZPM. So we have 208 in total, but we still have that much. So I can't use a 64 amp of UHV, but that's fine. The mixer doesn't really run as much as the other machine, so I'm just going to use a 16 amp ZPM energy. So the 16 one, yeah. I need one of you, dynamo hatch, and a CPM energy hatch, 16 amp one. This is going to be this is 1 amp of UHV, right? How slow is this? Only 10 seconds for 24. That's not that bad for me. We're not going to mass produce this yet. I'll upgrade the transformer when I need to. Let's get everything that I crafted. So I need a drive. I need the 64K cells. I need a quartz fiber. I need interfaces. Let's go for 6 of them. And then 3 blocking cards. Also going to need some conduits and filters. I think that's everything. Probably need more. That's fine. So I'm going to, let's go ahead and just put the interfaces down. This is the chemical reactor. A whole bunch of stuff to this. This is the mixer. So we put 2 cables right here. I still remember it, right? Yeah. And then we put the fibers. We put interfaces like that. Let's go ahead and point them over there. And then advanced blocking card. 1, 2, 3. Let's set these to blocking mode. And then we put one of them down right here to tell me that I have a circuit 2. And then we'll continue the rest after we get the drives. Circuits there. And then 10 empty cells here. But we take one of them and put it in here just to jump start it. Okay. Well, thank you. You should all be stacking now. Bookmark it for future purposes. And we put a drive on top. Then put all of those. I didn't know that was going to work, but I'm glad that it did and it didn't crash my game. Let me start taking them out. Before I do that, I need to filter it though. So it's insert red, extract on green. But we have to filter it. I always forget. Whitelist, blacklist. And we put these guys there. And connect them everywhere else, and it should be okay. And make sure it's on blocking mode and facing there. Yes. And we'll go ahead and rename all of them. I'm going to copy this name right here. Would put circuit 2. And that should be good to go, I think. And then I can connect it over. There we go. That should be okay. And then put a pattern. Now it's not going to run yet because we actually need it to be powered with UHV power. So that's what the ZPM stuff is. So we need a 16 amp energy hatch and then 16 amp dynamo hatch and a bunch of superconductor cable. This one can support 16. So we'll use that one. Okay. Right now it's running UV power, but no, I'm gonna upgrade it to that one right there. No, use a crowbar. And we're gonna need another one of those multi-use casings also, because we're only gonna put one hatch in there. So multi-use. Yes. Put one right there. And then energy hatch down here. Okay. Then we connect it over here. Yes. It's a lot of wire just sticking out. It's right here. Yes. That's fine. That's the whole reason we have a basement. So that we can hide all of the spaghetti. And there you go. Oops. No. Don't stick out like that. Don't want you to do that. Oh, you're right. I have chai right next to me. I should probably be drinking that. Let me take a sip. That's one of the positives of me changing my stream schedule to the weekend mornings, is that I get to enjoy a nice cup of tea in them whenever I play. And it's a very fond memory I have of when I started streaming in the first place, was drinking my morning drinks, like coffee, tea, and whatnot. I have been catching myself saying whatnot a lot. I always do that. It's especially whenever I record a video, like Compact Claustrophobia. I did finish episode 21. I have to post it. It's going to be posted like at 1 o'clock or something my time. So what, 4 hours or so? But I was watching over the video and I catch myself saying some things a lot. And one of them is whatnot. Is it a problem? Nah, it's just is quirk the right word to use? I don't know. I'll go with it then. Okay, so now you're connected, but there's no energy hatch right there. Or dynamo hatch. Okay. Now I know, I think it was Anthropod mentioned that these don't blow up anymore, but I'm scared. So I'm going to turn it off before I do anything with it. 16 amp dynamo hatch. It could just be a mega troll, right? Okay, so we have 16 amp dynamo hatch going out of there. That's going to take 16 amps of ZPM out of that transformer. And then we just feed it there. And now we have 16 amps of ZPM power going all the way up there for this guy. And now this is going to be considered UHV power. So, and I can always confirm that with the scanner. Max energy income, tier ULV. I don't think it's working. Or that's probably a bug. It's not. That's not true. That's funny. Because the megas do tell you how much power you're inputting, but I guess those guys don't. That's fine. I trust myself. That is now considered UHV power. Meaning we should be able to craft a UHV dust. Let's try it out. Oh, hang on. You need to know how to make what do you call it? Americium dust. How am I getting americium again? I'm getting the ingot. Do I just crush it? I guess so. Is there an americium? Or there is, but it's a meteor ritual. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, that's fine. We'll just crush it in a macerator. And I guess same thing for the other stuff. Cosmic neutronium. Is there no way to turn this into dust from the nuggets? Thought there would be. Doesn't look like it. You would imagine, right? It's just tiny piles of dust. That's fine. I'll just macerate the ingot then. I didn't like that. Like that. Just one at a time. I don't want to crush too much stuff. And then tritanium, I don't even know what I'm doing with this. Same thing. I'm also making an ingot out of it. So I will macerate the ingot for the dust. And then we throw that in the macerator. I'm pretty sure the macerator still... Oh, okay, crashed. That also happened. It's a little bit of a spoiler, but that also happened in the compact claustrophobia episode. I found a crash. And I mentioned in the episode, let me take a sip. I mentioned in the episode, and I will mention it, and I'll mention it here also. I love it when things crash. It's so funny to me because it's so like it catches me off guard, and I don't know. It's just I just love it. It's funny. Yes, we still have an IV macerator doing everything for us. Just gotta make sure everything is an IV recipe. I guess we'll find out, right, when it doesn't work. Let's just double check we can actually craft that now. Molten tritanium. Mark II fusion, so I can't dump it into the compact fusion. Compact fusion is considered Mark 1. Looks like it is able to do everything. You're kind of slow, though. When am I getting Mark II compact? We actually probably should be getting it soon. I think I'll focus on it like after infinity, because once we get infinity, our power usage is probably going to skyrocket pretty soon. So that might be the next step to take is getting compact fusion too. Yeah, because I don't want to do this forever. We're going to need a lot of tritanium now that we're making the UHV superconductors. And imagine waiting this long for every batch of superconductors. Nuh-uh. Okay, does it work? Or did I break it? There is stuff in here, but it's not crafting. Uh-huh. That's not how you do the recipe. So you have circuit 2, you have UHV power. Are you even connected? 16 amp energy hash. Do you even hang on? Do you even accept these? I didn't consider that. It might not. Let me see here. If it doesn't, that's okay. We can always up tier. It might not even accept the tech hatches. I might need to stick with regular energy hatches for these guys, I think. Because it doesn't look like it. And maybe I did get a hint by it saying it only has UOV power. Even though it does say max energy. Okay. It does tell me that we have to upgrade. That's fine. We do have energy hatches, I think. Yes. Let's get just one transformer. Get a transformer here. One that steps up from CPM to UV. That one. Yes. Do you need a mixer? I hope you don't need the mixer. And then get some UV superconductors. That's all we're going to need. You don't need the mixer. Okay. That's good. All right. Transformer. Thank you. We'll do this. So I'm going to break these guys and then do two of you. So now this is going to step up to UHV power. And we just deleted everything. That's fine. Let's break that just in case. And then high amp transformer. I'm going to connect that to this. But confirmed it does not work with the Tech hatches. So what happened, I'm thinking, was that once I replaced the UV energy hatches in there, the mixer recognized instantly, like, wait, I can craft it because I'm now UHV tier. So it tried to craft it, but then it didn't have power because I didn't have anything plugged in there. So it just deleted everything. Deserved. We're going to step this up, the soft mullet. And then output UV facing north, which is that way. So we have to face this up like that. Make sure everything is good to go before I connect everything and possibly blow everything up. Input CPM, output is on top. Yes, and your UV power going into energy hatch. And you need a CPM power, just like that. That should be okay now. Let's get my spray can. So you should be cyan and you're going to be green? Yeah, green. There we go. So we just lost our very first batch of UHV. That's going to hurt. Oh well. Craft more. And I even had to wait a long time for the tritanium. So this is probably something I'm going to have to make like ahead of time. Duranium is Mark 1. Where's it being made? Good question. I can probably move this. I already did move it. See, the past me did think about it. He did think about it ahead of time. Now let's just double check here if you were able to get the drive back. Yes, you are. Okay. It's working. Yeah, I'm going to have to craft a ton of tritanium over time because waiting that long just for that is going to take a while. I guess at this point, I could probably just craft the UHV energy hatch. I trust. I need two of you. Look at that. We can craft it. That's very expensive. I don't care. Go for it. We need them. We'll see where our bottleneck lies. It's a good thing we already have some UHV circuits, right? No, we don't. We have to craft them. So that's probably going to get stuck somewhere. No, actually. No, you shouldn't get stuck. But we already had UV circuits, which is also an expensive part. What do you even need 91,000 compressed cobblestone for? What are you doing? Oh, you need that much bedrockium. Oh, you need a lot of bedrockium also. Isn't there an ore for bedrockium? I thought there was. Bedrockium dust. So we need 1 to turn it into 1 ingot. Or we can use 9 for 1 ingot. What's the difference? This is very fast. That's the difference. That's okay. I'm pretty sure there is a tier 8. So we can get this once we get the tier 8. Probably would have wanted to, but not really. It's just a lot of cobblestone otherwise. Anubis and Horus. Barnard F. Well, this is probably going to take forever. Actually, another thing I need to deal with, I didn't think about it, was the laser engraver. The cutting machine may need to get upgraded also. Let me check here if you're ready. Laser source is too weak to run this recipe. Why? There's fine print that I didn't read. Let's go reading. Laser source hatch determines maximum recipe tier and parallels. Recipe tier limited to laser source tier +1. So at minimum, we need, this is UHV power, and this is UV. So we need a CPM laser right there. Okay. So I will give it that much power. Laser source hatch, right? And then we can just use a screwdriver to adjust the amperage. That's too much, though. That's all I have. Am I going to craft it? No. Let's make a cheaper one. Laser source. I want not a low power. Well, low power is probably okay. Yeah. Let's do the low power one. It's going to be way cheaper. There we go. Because we do have a lot of leftover cubic zirconium. Never mind. I don't know where it went. Oh well. So we put that in the ass machine. There. Then we try to make a laser source CPM. It's laser source, right? Low power laser source. Yes. Oh, yeah, you don't have enough cubic zirconium. Fine. Just for that reason. Well, how do we get this? Cubic zirconia. How do you do this again? This is a laser engraver. Zirconium and... I mean, I can craft it. I'm just going to craft it because we have zirconia. We have hella zirconium. We have 2 different types because I think... I don't know why we have 2 different types. Okay, fine. Cubic zirconia. This is going to be made in... We need that one. We need this. No. That one. This recipe. So we need yttrium. Yttria? Yttrium dioxide. Does this one work? Yes, this is a non-consumable, so I'll keep just one of them. And then the recipe, I'm going to tell it to make me just that much. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it like under one of the machines here. This one is usually just where all the random stuff go. So I'll put it here. There. And you don't have space. Hang on. pattern capacity card. There. Okay. So now you know how to do cubic zirconia. I thought I had a lot, but I guess not. So I want the laser source hatch. That one. We need cubic zirconia lens. This one is probably just a lathe. Yeah. Now. Yes, go for it. So that's being held up. This one is also being held up because some reason. Oh, because you probably don't have circuit 1 on this guy over here. Oh, no, you do. Did you run out of power or something? I know you have 102 billion. It is generating power, right? Yeah, it's generating power, so it's gonna not craft any of the hot ingots. But how expensive are these? You only need 8. 80 seconds UHV power. How much is that? 80 times 1966080. It's 157 million, so we should be okay. This is stuck. And I wonder why. That's also stuck because you're controlled off. That's right. That makes sense. So I'm just gonna probably just flick that on for a little bit. I'll monitor the power. We do have 115 billion, which is plenty. Should be enough to finish the craft. And then this is stuck on the laser source. Oh, we're also waiting for ingots. Yeah, we need to do this. Oh, it's waiting on a lot of ingots. And you are crafting blank patterns because we ran out. Okay. How much power do I consume once everything starts running? 14 million. It's quite a lot. But we do generate. Also about 14. No, do we do 13.5 million, I think. Oh, it's a good stretch. Okay. It'll take a little bit to finish everything. Let me double check on this. Make sure I didn't delete anything. I know it's still working on this guy, I think. Oh, yeah. This thing's pretty slow, but it does work on 4 ingots at a time. The superconductor ingots do take forever to cool. And watch, let me guess, there's going to be like a ton of stuff back here, right? Yeah, look at that. Oh, shush. Relax. We should gotta wait for the superconductor ingots to cool. That is the last batch. Yeah, it's almost done. Then we wait for that. We should have that. So I do need to prepare myself how to power this thing. I may need to upgrade how much power this is getting sent into here, though. Laser target hatch. Is there one that's bigger than 256 for ZPM? Absolutely. So I may just want to do that. Send more power into here because this is not enough to do. This is 1. Yeah, that is enough for 1 UHV, but not enough for 1 UEV. So I need a energy hatch. I can do that. So 1 UEV power or 1 UEV amp is 4 amps of UV. No, 16. So I would need a 16 amp UV energy dynamo hatch combo. So one of you and one of you. So all of this is probably going to take forever, and I think I'll let it go and then maybe just travel to Pluto while everything is doing its thing. This is going to get stuck. We need, watch this, we need a circuit 9 for the superconductors. That's a gold wire, oops. That one, let's get one of you. I'm going to put that in that assembler over there. There we go. Yeah, I'll leave this crafting, and then let's just go to Pluto and then get the schematic while we're waiting for that. Gonna need some empty sails. I can also just do this. And then the rocket fuel. I don't know if this is enough, but it's fine. Don't need a lot of it. We just need to get there once for the waypoint. All right. I remember in other mod packs, there's like a advanced rocket launch pad. Is it not the case for this version of Galactic Craft? Doesn't look like it. Anything in here? No. Thing is big. Okay, there we go. You know, now I'm curious. If I just use a tank with a pump, will it just do that? Will it work? Let's try it out. One way to find out. Do that and then have a pump. Sure. Use an HV1. Okay. That way it'll speed things up just a little bit. No, but it might work from one angle. Put you there. And then use a crowbar to move it there. Yes, it does work. Sweet. Okay. That'll save me very little time, but it's going to help. And then I just hold the battery in my hand to charge it because we have a wireless charger out there that does that. How much, I have plenty of oxygen left. I'm not concerned about that. We are using the ultra heavy ones, and they are with Unbreaking 3, so these guys last forever. Pretty soon, though, we'll be able to have the creative oxygen tank. Wherever it is. Or oxygen tank. It's an infinite oxygen supply. Yeah, this guy. Pretty soon we'll have this. We can craft it except for, oh, actually that's expensive. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of infinity. Infinity is going to be, like, even though we can craft, we'll be able to get this pretty soon. It's still going to be very expensive. Here's a battery. Go ahead and fill that up with the fuel. I'll go check on everything else while that's doing that. You know, I've always been like kind of sure that I would never die. But I don't know if they spike the difficulty of anything. I'm pretty sure the Chaos Guardian is absolutely gonna rip ass, right? But other than that, I think I'm pretty safe from most mobs for the most part. So I'm not really, usually never concerned with dealing with armor until then. Which reminds me, I should probably check if I need to deal with cooling or temperature. I think it's this one. So we're going to be going to tier 7. It just requires thermal padding tier 2, and that's it. Which we have. Yes, so looks like I'm going to be pretty safe. How's everything? You're not crafting? What happened? Got stuck somewhere. No, you have power. Wait, why are you there? Put it in the wrong machine, that's why. Oh yeah, it's not supposed to be there. How'd you get there? Get out. You're supposed to be in an ass line. It's no wonder it's stuck. Ass line, or you're supposed to be in an ass machine. That's probably what happened. I confused the things. Okay, and then we'll just get the stuff out of this one. Yes. Yes. All right, I'm gonna have to cancel the craft. Yeah. Okay, I'll cancel it. Then we just need to wait for this guy. That's gonna be stuck on a bunch of ingots though, and a bunch of other stuff. We'll wait for this for a little bit. It still needs to work on circuits, so we'll come back to that. I forgot why I even needed that. Oh yeah, that's right. For the up tiering, that's fine. Okay, I guess we should be ready to go to Pluto. Will I die? I got no idea. One way to find out. It would be a big shame if I did, though. That's fine. So you should have rocket. X is inventory fuel. I trust. It'd be so funny if it didn't work, though. So we're trying to get to Pluto, right? Yes. We go. On to Pluto we go. And I know a lot of people don't like Galacticraft because of how tedious it gets. You probably can't even hear me talk. So we'll wait for me to blast off. What was I saying? Yeah, I know. I've probably talked about this before, but some people don't like Galacticraft because of how tedious and repetitive it is. But GTNH is nice because it spreads out the time you spend exploring the same space dimension over and over again. Right? Make. No, we're looking for Pluto, not the Kuiper Belt. Pluto's over here. That is Eris. Where's my Pluto? Pluto's after Neptune, so it's this ring. That one. What? Charon. Now we're going to Pluto. Launch. Really? Why do you need a lander for this one? There's like no gravity out here. Oh, don't flash. That's going to hurt my audience's eyes. I'm going to have to look up. It's still flashing. Don't look at that. It makes no sense for us to have a lander. There's no gravity out here in Pluto, as far as I could tell. but sure. All right. Thank you. Thank you. How much fuel did that use? Barely anything. And I'm just going to set the warp here. Set warp Pluto. Okay. So now if I somehow die, I will come back, but I doubt it. That looks like the dungeon up there. Could be wrong. I'm very wrong. It's just a pointless crevice. It's not the dungeon down there, right? We're just looking for the dungeon. Now, what does the sky look like? That's got to be the moon, right? Not our moon. Duh. It's a Charon. Charon? Charon? How do you pronounce it? Is that not the... No, it's not. It's in Fallen Meteor. Now, I remember watching like Etho's Project Ozone series, and he mentioned a discovery he made from Galactic Craft is that every planet generates the structure in the same location. I don't know if that's true here. Doesn't seem like it in our case, because that usually means where we land, which is like right here or something. It's always to the north. What is that, northeast? Maybe it is. Maybe it is in the same place, and then I'm just not able to find it. Maybe it's underground. What is that rock? Surface ice, sir. That's not. It doesn't look like ice. Sure. Okay. I don't want to fly too fast because I feel like my server is going to struggle. It seems to already struggle whenever I do anything. Okay, over here. Maybe it is in the same place. It is northwest of the landing spot. It looks like a. This looks like a bigger dungeon than I'm used to. Before we do that, let's confirm what I need to do to finish the quest so that I don't have to come back here. We need the schematic, the key, and a couple of bricks. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I like the color of this. Yeah. I like the color so much, I'm gonna rip it apart. Blazes. Will that just pick up? Torch? Bye. Hamburger? I don't even know why I'm looting any of this. It's gonna save me like minuscule amounts of time whenever I craft any of that stuff. I'm actually very glad I don't see any spawners. Never mind. Hey, relax. What even hit me? Oh, you're doing a lot of damage. Quit it. You're invisible. Okay, no, we're okay. I think that's like a creeper that blew up. Oh, you know what? I can't see anything. Is that normal? Or a visual bug? Where is it? I can't see anything. Where are you? Right there, right there, right there. Go shoot, 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 shoot. What did I just shoot? I got him. I got him. Easy. Can't even see the boss. I'm wondering if anyone else saw that. Or I guess anyone else can't see that. Oh, there's blazes in here that are firing at me, I think. Poodle glowstone. Looks like he turned some of that to glowstone. Okay, we got the key though. Right, quest is complete. I just need the schematic. Open. No, don't make me look for another dungeon. Oh, I guess I have to find more dungeons. I'm gonna need this though, either way. So it's not terrible. I guess I'm gonna have to find another dungeon. Okay. We should prepare ourselves for another invisible fight in that case. Let me take a sip of my tea. Okay. So not there. We'll leave a waypoint there. No. Label it red. Okay, and we go. Now we all know what's going to happen. I'm going to be discovering multiple dungeons, and they're all going to give me the draconic core schematic, unless I can find it somewhere else. You can also find the draconic core schematic here, so I guess it was good that we found it now, because I didn't know about that, and I would have just completely ignored it until I needed draconium or draconic cores, and then I would have been sad that I had to come back out here. So maybe items. So I would say it worked out. It may feel like wasted time now, but like this is stuff that we're gonna need it anyways at some point. So it's okay. Pluto's interesting. It has the most like color variety of any planet I've been to. Oh, burning with Pluto's not a planet. It's okay. For our purposes, it is a planet. It is an infinite world in Minecraft, so therefore a planet. All right, we're looking for more. Isn't there like a structure compass or like a dungeon finder for Galacticraft? It's like finder, I think. Is it compass? Meteor compass doesn't even show up here. I could have sworn there was something for Galacticraft that lets you find structures. No, it's fine. I won't worry about it then. Don't fly too fast. You're going to crash your game. And I know this because it's happened several times, actually. The dungeon isn't that hard to spot on the map once I see it. It's just a big circle in the ground. But it's still pretty funny that the mobs are invisible for some reason. That's definitely a visual bug, and I think it's related to 2.7 to 2.7.4 because I've never seen that before. Even the vanilla skeletons were invisible. Did I say that twice? I think I did. Is there a way I can scan specific blocks? Like, can I use a scanner with the dungeon bricks? And then it tells me where a dungeon is, potentially? How much you want to... I already traveled that much. How much you want to bet somewhere here in the void? That's not it, right? No. What is that ore? Uranium. Now, I also did say that I potentially want to change my sodium and chlorine gathering methods to use a fluid pump instead. Definitely want to be thinking about that. Because you saw what happened at the beginning of the episode where the salt electrolyzer got stuck because of maintenance issues. And when that happens, it breaks all the bee stuff. And I also just don't want to deal with bees anymore. So maybe I should get into that. But if I'm going to do that, I do want to get like a void pump. Is it drill? Actually, not pump. It should be drill. I think this is the one I would want. Which we can actually craft it. We could. It's just a lot of neutronium and UHV parts, but all of this stuff, never mind. It's a UEV circuit. We're not there yet. We're almost there, but we're not there yet. I think I'll do that when I get there. Once I start crafting UEV circuits, I'll make a infinite drilling rig, and then that is a dungeon. And then we'll go ahead and start getting infinite. I think salt water is what I want to go for. Excuse me. Yeah, the mobs are still invisible. I'm curious if the wolf boss is like flying, because it looks like it can only shoot it up top. I got him. Easy. How come I can't just take the key out of the chest and then run straight over here? This fight went a lot easier because I'm learning. There it is. Thank you for not making me go through more. I didn't want to do that. Warp home. We have Pluto set. Yes, we do. We can go home. And I'll give it to the NASA workbench. Before I do that, and make sure it's actually completed the quest. We need UHV energy hatch for that, which I'm trying to work on. Actually, there's probably more quests that I need to do before that's going to work. Good point. To put everything back in storage, the rocket will stay with me, put it in my back pocket where it belongs. And then also the rocket launch pad. Okay, so everything should be finished crafting. No. What are you stuck on? Uh-oh. Got stuck somewhere. How's your power? We have plenty of power. You got stuck somewhere, though. So the cubic zirconia. Messing up. Oh, because you're on blocking mode. Yeah. There's yttrium dioxide there, so it's like it doesn't know what to do. There might be another place. I can also just turn off blocking mode, honestly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. That makes sense. I think that caused everything to get stuck, right? Even the energy hatch. Yeah, because we needed wafers. That's funny. Okay. So we have... How much black plutonium do I have? I'm working on it. I should have probably checked the UHV energy hatch quest. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to need all that. 24 UHV superconductor wires. Let's do that. Oh, it's a good thing I have all of that in hand. 24. Yes. Thank you. If you forgot, okay. Thank you. And then we need to complete this quest over here. Oh, you're gonna make me complete one of each one. That's fine. Anything to complete this one. Yeah, we need that. Okay. So we have a pump. Hold the pump. Yes, and then we need a motor. Thank you. And then piston. We don't have it craftable, so I need to research it. This is going to be a UV. All the UV parts. So one of you. And then a conveyor. And then a robot arm. That one's going to be expensive though. And then this one is going to be mega expensive. Oh no. That's okay though. It doesn't look like anything here is going to have double resources, so I can just put them in that ass line. We should be okay. Like we have the energy hatch already. We just need to actually hold it to complete the quest. Okay, this is probably a good time for me to take a break, a couple minutes. I need to stand up and stretch my legs. And so we'll let this craft for a little bit, and then I'll be back. Okay, yes, I will be right back. See you guys in a bit. Thank you. Rudely interrupted. I guess I have a bucket of sludge now. Okay, what was that? There's so many mobs in here. What's going on here? What the heck is this? Oh no.
Watch out!
We can't put that on the cart, right? Or you can put it in the
Where's
cart?
the cart?
It's right under
Where's the
you.
cart?
It's right under
Okay,
you.
let me know when to drop
The
it.
cards.
Drop it. You're good.
Okay.
That's not making it up here, bro. That's not gonna make it.
Oh, no. Get me out of here. Oh, I hate it. I broken one ore by accident, and then that happens. I'm gonna put the thermometer on the floor.
Oh, Spike! It went over 5. It went over 5.
Get out.
I can't. Open the door!
Okay, I'm back. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. You're still working on a whole bunch of stuff. We'll wait for that. But a motor's complete. I can hold it. And then I need a piston and conveyor module to study. Take that. Then a conveyor module. Then some data sticks. Craft a couple of you. Actually, not that expensive. Robot arm is going to take a while, though. It's got a lot to deal with. Reinforced glass. Are you slowing down because you're damaged or something? Nah, you're just slow. How are you? Did you stop generating power? No, you're still trying to keep up. So we want the switch on. I call this my streamer switch. Because whenever I'm streaming, it has to be on. Otherwise, our base won't run for like 30 minutes because it's trying to generate power. So I need that to be running. Oh, you're stuck on reinforced glass. Put away the map. Oh, you're almost done. Never mind. Where is it even getting reinforced glass from? Oh yeah, you have 2 inputs. Oh. That's got to deal with a lot of it. Do I not have data sticks anywhere else? I guess not. It's funny. And what are you stuck on? UV energy hatch. Really? Oh, don't tell me. Oh no, you're not. You're fine. You're fine. It just finished. Okay, it takes a while. That's right. And then that is a assembler recipe. Okay, so that's finally done. Thank you. Alright, so we have that one and that one. This is actually wrong. We didn't need that. We just need a dynamo hatch. So let's do some math here if you're able to actually output that much power. So right now it is doing 256 input. So we have 64, 64, and 64 plus 16, right? So 64 times 3 plus 16 is 208. It will not be enough for me to do that, but also most machines don't run nonstop. Like this one barely runs. This one doesn't really use that much power right now, but I might want to upgrade it. So 208, and we have less than that. We have 16 amps of ZPM, or UV power, which is 64 amps of ZPM. So we would be going over the limit of what we actually can supply. So I think I need to upgrade the laser. I think that's the best route to do this. And then let's do the math here. So this is 256 amps of laser target, of laser. And this is only half of the available power. All right, I've decided let's just upgrade the laser. Laser, source hatch, and a target hatch, and you need to increase them. That's too much power. That one is probably going to be enough. Stick to it. I can always increase it later. And then laser target. That one. Yeah. Laser. No, I didn't bookmark it. Thank you. And I don't need any of that. And which does remind me, the laser source hatch can upgrade the, what do you call it? This guy. How much power is going into here? Gotta make sure. 4 amps, 16 amps of UV power. I could probably decrease that. I think I'll just keep it the same to whatever this is. So this is 32 amps of LUV power, which is 8 amps of ZPM. And not a crowbar, it's a wrench. And then I need to make sure that, yeah, it's not going to build because the glass, I think, needs to be tiered. So if I check laser engraver, it is recipe tier. Glass tier determines maximum laser source tier. Okay, so we need just 3 pieces of iridium glass. That's not that bad. Should have a lot of it, right? Yeah. We upgraded our blast furnace to neutronium. Is it? I think we upgraded our blast furnace to neutronium glass, actually. Yes. So we're pretty good. We have the glass for it. I think we even skipped a tier. We skipped osmium glass entirely because I didn't want to deal with it. At the time, we actually had more neutronium than osmium. Now I can do QPIC wafers. Sweet. I like that. Right, data sticks are done. Just need 2 of them. And then we'll put this guy here. I would like you to research a conveyor belt for me. No valid item. You need to be set to research station mode. That doesn't take too long. Bye. And we'll keep that there for now. All right, so that's still crafting. While that's crafting, let's work on the CPM 1024s. I need to make patterns for them. This is circuit 2. This machine, do I have one? I do. Put you right there. And then that's the source hatch, and then I need the target hatch. That is also a circuit 2. Put that, not the chemical reactor. Where'd it go? That's machine circuit 2 right there. All right, so we want the 1024. Does it recognize the comma? Yes, it does. So we need a target hatch and a source hatch. There you go. This is probably finished crafting or researching. Yes. Then we'll go ahead and research a piston. Put it right there. And we'll go ahead and set up recipes for both of these. So I need one for piston and then one for conveyor. Robot arm is almost done. It just needs to work through the circuits. Are you just slow or what? Yeah, you're just slow. That's okay. I know you're trying your best. I don't need this guy. This is probably ready to go. Yes, that is done. I'm going to need another data stick. All right, that's being a work in progress. Okay, I'm going to put these 2 in here and see if I can craft those 2 UHV parts. So I have the patterns on me. Those will go to the ass line, that one and that one. So I would like a conveyor and a piston. And you don't know how to do any of this. That's okay. So you need to be, I'm using an extruder for this one. Large gear right there. And then rod, I'm using a solidifier for rods. I'm actually using both. And then neutronium gear. I don't remember what I'm using. Small. I'm using an extruder for gears also. There. All right. And I would like a piston. Thank you. Also an expensive craft. I mean, it's mostly expensive because of the cosmic, or not the cosmic neutron. We have plenty of that. But the bedrockium is gonna take a while. It takes a while basically because of time, because each one needs like 50,000 cobblestone. But we're not hurting for cobblestone actually. How much do I have? Yeah, we only have 63 million cobblestone. I'm not hurting on that. But like, you know, it's modded Minecraft. If you're ever hurting for cobblestone, then you're doing something very wrong. What are you stuck on? How much you want to bet you're still stuck on the fluid extractor? Yeah. There's still a lot of reinforced glass you have to make. I'm not surprised by that. Yeah, it's stuck on the fluid extractor. Which means I should probably look into upgrading the superconductor coils to make it run more parallels. Because this is only using 1 amp of LUV, right? But I think we are giving this CPM power. No, we are giving it 1 amp of LUV. I may want to increase the parallels. I should upgrade that. Keyword being should. Will I? Later on. Yeah, it's not a priority right now. Okay. And then we need to work on that and that. And I'm thinking about it now. I think that's what's really cool about my laser power transfer is that I don't have to reconnect the entire pipe. And what I mean by that is like, let's say I upgrade this to UV power, I have to rip apart this entire wire and then convert it to UV superconductor. But with lasers, you just have to upgrade the endpoints. And that's it. So I'm going to increase the amperage, right, to the 1024 amps. But all I have to do with it, this pipe is going to remain the same. And I really like that. Okay, something finished crafting, and I don't know what it was. Robot arm. Robot arm did finish. The shame that we're going to immediately throw it into the research station. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Oh, these recipes. I still don't understand how the computation works, but honestly, I'm just going to leave it like that and not worry about it. I can put that there, and then we now have the ability to craft a UHV robot arm. This is going to be an expensive craft. Put that in the ass line, and then we'll see about crafting. All of this is just to complete the quest, by the way, but we will be using this down the road. I probably shouldn't complete this until the others are finished crafting. No, it's fine. They're not even done crafting. Go for it. Yeah, you're going to be pricey as heck. Actually, no, not really, because most of the time the main expense are circuits, but you actually have everything. Yeah, because it does craft the extra UV circuits just fine. Yeah, we have plenty. And maybe I should check the ZPM circuits because we have a couple left. Yeah, I can get away with speeding up this because we have leftover ZPM circuits. So I need 24. Let's craft one of you. Yeah, see, it was able to finish up a lot faster. Yeah, the robot arm had to craft a ton of ZPM circuits, and it has some leftovers. So that should finish up the crafting a lot faster. Sweet. And now that I have the laser source upgraded, I can also upgrade to the UHV energy hatches. Let's do it. Let me just make sure that it's not going to consume anything that I want to craft. No. No, it has the wetware circuits, which is great. It is able to craft everything else, I think. That is an expensive craft. Actually, no, not really. It went through most of it already. Yeah, because really, again, the main expense for these things are the circuits. and I was able to get through that already. This is where I'm concerned. I might need to upgrade the cutting machine. I don't think I have upgraded it yet. Yeah, you need to be UHV power, so that's not cutting it. So I don't think you accept tech hatches. It would tell me, right, if it did. No, so I'm gonna assume that it doesn't accept them. You're not generating power, so I can turn off the streamer switch. It looks like I'm gonna have to craft some UV energy hatches. Another 2 of them. Yeah, look at that go. Eating up all of our circuits. But I'm glad because, again, the circuits are the more expensive one. How much do I have left? I still have 16. I don't know why I have so many. All right. Piston is crafting. And you actually are crafting, right? Yeah, you're almost done. Sweet. You're completing quests. Finally. And actually doing it in order. We have 1 piston. Thank you. I can hold it, and it's just there to hold it. I don't even know what you're used for. Oh, for the robot arm, you actually just helped the craft. Yeah, you absolutely just helped the craft. You're still crafting a piston, right? Yeah. Oops. I guess I didn't save it. Laser source hatches or target hatches completed. You are waiting on the ass line, I'm pretty sure. Craft these neural processing units, which are still kind of slow, but at least it's not unbearable. You're waiting on cutting machine to be upgraded, and you're waiting on the ass line. It's just the ass line that's holding up everybody. Mhm. I do like the whole parallel crafting aspect of this thing. It's so cool. Like, it looks like it's completing one every 14.7 seconds. But it's actually doing one every 2 seconds because of, and it's doing every step that quickly. I really like this. It reminds me of work because it's essentially the same thing. They do work on actual ass lines in real life. And it's the same idea, right? Each individual step is like, I think our cycle time is what they want us to do it in 14 seconds. So every process should take 14 seconds. But because we have multiple things running at a time, like we're producing so many parts. Same idea here. Yes, real life knowledge you can transfer to Minecraft. There's another quest here I want to take a look at while we're waiting around. Actually, what do we need for this? Biomedium. So I'm going to have to set up another biofat over here. And yes, it's going to be the same setup, same atrocious setup as the other ones, because this seems to be working okay. It hasn't broken yet, so I'll probably just repeat it. Anyways, yeah, we need that stuff. It needs infinity catalyst instead of titanium at TPM voltage. Oh, this can be anything really. Seaweed is seaweed broth. That is these expensive recipes. Jeez. Oh no, you need more. Seaweed. I don't even know where to get seaweed. It's a Zuhai fishing port, which we have one, but I don't even know how this works. Are we getting seaweed? No, it just sends everything over here. I don't actually. I'm hoping we don't have to get another one because it does take up a lot of space. What are you stuck on? Probably stuck on more neural processing units. No, you're stuck on the robot arm. But that is the problem with the ass line or the advanced one is that if you're only crafting one item, it does take forever to go through the entire process. It takes a little longer. But you know what? That's fine. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, this thing is still waiting on that. Oops. And then, so this needs to make that stuff. Looks like we have to work on all of this. Raw biocatalyst medium cell. And 94 sievert plutonium level in a bacterial vat. And it makes raw biomedium F4. Oh, we don't have to use seaweed extract. Oh, we can do different things. So if I use that seaweed broth, is that something I have to make though? And make raw biomedium at 1:1 ratio. Biocells, which you don't have yet. Why not? What's a biocell? Ew. Nuh-uh. I'm telling you, it's not mold. Oh, there's just so much stuff here. And then it's a UV circuit assembler. You don't need it. I have that one. And then we just go down the road. Biomutated catalyst, just neutronium and that one. Okay. It looks like once we get this opens up things. Yes, this will open up that. So how do I make this into UHV power? We have to give this a UHV energy hatch, right? Yeah. Absolutely going to do that. And once I can. Okay, so that's finishing up. We have a conveyor now. You can hold that and a robot arm. Robot arm also finished. Yeah. So this does complete our quest. Harder, better, faster, stronger, part 1 in UHV. And then energy hatch is being held up because we need quantum circuits, which is a better cutting machine, which is what this is for. So let's get 2 transformers, and we'll just stick with one. This one. Yeah. And then 1 coil, and we need some UV superconductor wire. No, cause explosions. I heard that. That's finishing up, and then this one is still waiting on those to finish crafting. And the europium is stuck because we're also working on plasma. Never mind, it's going to craft the europium now. We have a transformer. We have the energy hatches. Those are done. Thank you. And then we can now upgrade the cutting machine to UHV power. One, two. And then transformer. We're going to step this up. Output UV. And we're still using Tesla Tower. Just a little bit though. This goes into these two. And then we paint this green just because Now you're at UHV power. And then go. Making all kinds of racket. Keep that with me. The lasers are done. It is 1, 2. Thank you. I'll wait for the craft to finish before plugging in. Yeah, before plugging into that. I don't want to mess with that yet. We're going to need more. Actually, the UV superconductors, how much power can they support? 32 amps. And we want 16 amps going into here, so I don't have to change the wires. I will need some UHV superconductors, though, just to keep it simple. Yeah, there we go, just 2 of them. Oh, it's crafting. Yes, we have to craft it here because we have to up-tier it. Sweet. We have a UHV energy hatch now. We have made it. And I would say this is a pretty big milestone for us. Sweet. UHV energy hatch has been acquired. And then we can make all of this stuff, which I'm not going to. Remember to take a break once an hour. I actually literally do that already. You don't have to tell me twice. Breaks are important. You need to stretch your legs. Crystal living chips are more efficient and will make your wetware processor cheaper. I need to do this because I haven't really done any living circuit automations. Because you need sterilized biocatalysts. And this one can improve the IV circuits also. So I should look into this. Should look into it, right? Yeah, we'll wait for this to finish crafting. So how much power am I going to want to give this? For me to be able to run it. I'll think about it later, actually. Kind of just waiting for these things to finish. Each one is 100? Jeez. How much helium do I have? More than enough. So that's done, that's done, that's done, that is done, that is done. Do need to pick them up. I have them in hand. That is done. Look at that. A clear bookmark screen. That means we're making good progress. Okay, so what we can do in the meantime is start working on the next tier of heavy duty alloy. And we have construction data for it. So let's go ahead and set up a recipe for that. So I need the heavy duty tier 8 because we're still working on the next tier rocket. I think this was our main bottleneck, was just the ass line being UHV or UEV power. But now that we have that, we should be okay. Do need the compressed black plutonium. Do I have it renamable? No, I don't. Black plutonium. Let's go ahead and we'll just rename one because these are kind of expensive. Right? Yeah. So I need to rename it and then set that up. I'm going to throw one there. And then easy to search. There's one. Then we put one to make one of you. And that goes in the rename spot. Yes, so if we want to craft these ingots, we can do that, but we have to use the renamed one. Just like that. And I'm going to put that in the ass line. but the up tier one, because this is the one that needs to be up tier to UEV power. Up tiered like that. Okay. Energy hatch is not quite finished yet. It just finished. Where is it? They all look the same. That one. And we have acquired 2 of them. So now I have to upgrade the power here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to turn this guy off. And then I'm also going to turn that guy off. Yes, okay. And now you need to be a target hatch. Target hatch, like that. And then you need to be a source hatch. Yes, and then we'll go ahead and repaint it. You need to be painted cyan to match the laser pipe color. There we go. And now that you have more power, I can also upgrade this one with a bigger dynamo hatch. I'm going to go ahead and just remove those. And let's do this also. So you should be now upgraded to UHV energy hatches. I'm going to need a transformer here though. I crafted the transformer ahead of time. No, I didn't. No, I need to step up. We need this one, right? Yeah. S line not required. No, so I'm not breaking anything. Okay. So you can replace this guy, this dynamo hatch, with this dynamo hatch. And you should be enough power because you are 32 amps. I think everything else should be okay. Because you're seeing 1024 laser target. No explosions means always a good thing. And then you are going to be 1024 laser source hatch. Turn that on. Just like that. Okay. And I will pick up the transformer. Going to put this over here. Make sure nothing is connected to it. And no, it is not. We will step up. So now it's going to be moving 16 amps of UV power into 4 amps of UHV power. Those 2 will go into these energy hatches and up tier this machine to UEV power. And we use superconductor cables to connect that because we are rich. No, we're not really rich, but I'm just going to say we are. UHV's tier color is red. Let me do that. I was like, well, how can we stack? It's because you have a facade there. And then UV 16 amps. Just like that, right? No, one more. Then spray that with the green. Sweet. So now we should have this being up tiered to UEV power. Bye, bye, bye. Put these guys back if I need them for anything else. I'm not used to being called Mr. Lake, but hello, Phoenix. What's going on? We just achieved the UHV energy hatch. So now we're able to craft tier 8 rocket parts. So what do I need for this quest? Only 19? All right. Heavy duty. It does. Yeah, we're pretty far. With the tier 8 rocket, we're actually finally able to leave the solar system. Or our solar system. We're that far out. Look how thick this rocket looks. Look at that. It's kind of, yeah, he is kind of thick. You really need 19? I don't believe you. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 18. So you do need 19. It's actually not that bad because most of the rocket parts don't even need that many. Yeah, it's not that bad. The tier 7 one's probably worse because this one needed 79 heavy duty plates and these take forever to craft. This one only needs 19. But the ingots themselves are kind of atrocious. So we have that being crafted, and the next step is to compress that into a heavy duty plate. It's using ITNT. Put that in the implosion compressor. Right there. So I would like 19 of you. We actually have enough. Oh, we don't even have to craft any plutonium. That's so funny. We have everything already. I don't know. Oh, I crafted this ahead of time. That's right. We had exactly enough. Have you reached the point where everything is just a waiting game to craft? No, there's always something to do. Like, for example, when I was crafting all of the like random components for me to upgrade my transformers, like the energy hatches, even the UHV energy hatches, and all the robot arms and whatever. While all that was running, it was gonna take me like an hour, 30 minutes or something like that. So what did I do? I just went to Pluto and I conquered it. Like there's always something else to do. If you're having to wait a long time, it yeah, if you're having this is just an opinion, my opinion, right? I still don't think of myself an expert, even though I'm pretty sure I'm considered late game already. But if I'm having to wait a long time, that means I'm doing something wrong. Or I'm just impatient and I'll do it next time. Both are valid. We'll just use 8. There's always something to do. And if I find myself having to like wait for a while before having to do another step, then where's my bolts? Do you really only have an extruder bolt? I guess so. But if I'm having to wait a while, and if I figure that making progress is going to take even longer than like what I have left time-wise for the stream, I'll just call it there. I don't think people want to watch me do nothing for a while. So we are out of extruder thingies. Extruder space. But actually, let me look at this because some of these recipes I can just use solidifier. Wasn't there a craft later that took 2 weeks to craft? Yes. But it took 2 weeks because I was using the wrong recipe. And it was this one. It was actually more of a month. So the superconductor coil blocks, we needed like 700 and something for the compact fusion because that is forming a ring around the block or inside the block. But there's multiple recipes here. So you can use LUV superconductor wire, which is the cheapest one. But me, I was like, oh, we're rich. We can actually afford UV superconductors, but this is way more expensive. And the reason it took 2 weeks to craft is because if you go down this route, you need a lot of neutronium, and neutronium just takes forever to craft. Whereas I could have used like Inderium, I think, is what it costs, and it's way cheaper. Just like I said, if you're having to wait forever, you're probably doing something wrong, or you're okay with being patient for next time, which is my case. Let me double check. What do I need titanium bolts for? Okay, I need them. Don't touch those. I'm just gonna take that out. So some of these are kind of redundant because I don't. A lot of those are used to make screws, and now I have a fluid solidifier for the screws, so I'm not really concerned about that. Heavy duty, I need 19 of these. Yeah, okay. So here's an example. I'm gonna use a craft, and actually this is gonna be really fast. 19 times 15 seconds is what? Or is that how long it takes? Yeah, 15 seconds. 19 times 15. It's only 285 seconds, which is 4.5 minutes. Yeah, about 4.5 minutes, almost 5 minutes. Not an issue. That's actually pretty quick. Let's work on all the other parts you're going to want me to make. You want to make tier 4 boosters. And actually, let me just do that. I'm going to have everything in hand anyways. So you need a lander tier 3. Go for it. Rocket control computer tier 8s. That is a little pricey. But you're only using UV parts, so it's not that bad. I'll replace this rocket computer because we're not going to build another one. If we have to build another tier 7 rocket, that means I blew it up somehow. Which is, there's a chance of that happening. It's happened before in the playthrough. I blew up the first rocket. Luckily, it hasn't happened since, though. Heavy duty. Nose con tier 4. I still haven't made any recipe for these cage lamps, and I'm not going to. You can't make me. And rocket engines, 7 of you. I wonder why that rocket blew up. I still would like to ask the audience to find that clip so I can make it into a short, but honestly, we have 200 episodes. I don't think anyone wants to find it. I think it's in the it's in the zeros. So before episode 100, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know where it is. Hurry up. Oh, you must have oh yeah, it took a little bit of take those iron bars away. Did she? I don't remember. She probably did, knowing Allie. She's pretty good at finding things. Why are you not able to craft iron ingots? Is it multi-smelter jank, or what happened to it? Oh, you know, you're working. You're just... Oh, you're working on Callisto and Leto. Okay. I should probably upgrade this. And I could actually with more coils. You're only using EV power, really. That's it. That's fine. We'll wait a little bit. It still has to work through. Oh, yeah. Fine. I'm going to upgrade it. So I can use electrum flux coils for that. Like 8 of them, right? And then we'll give it a better energy hatch. Do I really give it TPM? Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. Fine. CPM. And then I'm going to need a diode for this, though. A 1 amp diode is completely okay, but we don't have any 1 amp, so you're getting a 2 amp diode. And then we need some electrum flux coil. So what does the multi-smelter do? I know it's a furnace, but like, what do the upgrades do? Smelts up to 8,192 items. Item smelted increases quality. So we absolutely want to upgrade it. Wonder how far it goes. Have a multi-smelter with eternal coil blocks. It's so funny. I forget how slow this is. Hurry up. Oh, you know what? This also means that now that we have UHV power, I can upgrade the processing array. Or no, precise assembler. Sorry, processing array is something else. You're still stuck on the iron bars because of the iron ingots. Anyways, what else do we need? We need 10 of those rocket fins. Should craft those as well. 10 of you. Yes, and then we need 10 tier 4 boosters, which I don't have a recipe for, I don't think. No. Circuit 6. I think I actually have a circuit 6 somewhere. Yes, I do. Now go ahead and craft them. Tier 4 rocket booster. It's just booster. 10. Yes, craft it. Thank you. Coils are being worked on. You're stuck. Where are you even being crafted? Over here. You're stuck on something. Oh no. All right, fine. Do I have a circuit 3 ass machine? No, I don't. So I guess you're going to be stuck there. How much are you going to try to craft? Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot of stuff. Cancel it. We'll come back to it. I just want to get the coils going. Hey, dope. You are here for greatness. We're going to finally build the tier 8 rocket and get Infinity Catalyst going. You know what I should also do is set up a void miner for this. Do I deal with an upgrade? Nah, to make the simple one. Never mind. You have Sumerium? What the heck? What happened? Oh no. We have 14,000 or whatever this is. I don't even know what to do with it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I haven't set up the Sumerium processing in forever. That's an issue. That's fine. That's fine. I would set up like a manual miner. Nah. Actually, what I'm probably gonna do is just steal the void miner from somewhere else. We have multiple void miners. I don't know where they are, but I know we have multiple. You're gonna take forever, right? You're still crafting like a million compressed. Just cancel everything. I want the coils to finish. She did help. I don't want to not give credit to the other Restless Club members. I'm pretty sure by the rules, since they were all here in the EV tier, I'm considering this playthrough to have how many players? 4 of us. Us 4 are the active ones. I don't really understand the rules, but I guess it's only been me for quite a while. Would I be able to convince the mods that I'm a solo player? Can we say that? In that case, it makes it easier because I'm gonna have to craft way too many way too many Stargates in that case if I want to roll. And we'll figure it out. I do need the cage lamp. Oh, don't make me look for the exact one that I need. Oops. Craft it. Yes, I'm never gonna set up a recipe for this. You can't make me. We'll wait for the coils to finish before finishing up everything else. Oh, but we do have the heavy duty, whatever it's these guys. We have achieved tier 8 rocket. Everything else is going to be kind of shit. This is going to be expensive though. I should probably get that going right now. Rocket, tier, whatever. Craft it. Yes, go for it. Hurry up. You're slow. I don't even know what power you're running. Oh, you're probably slow because no, you're also UV. And you also make a ton of noise. Oh no, it's actually the circuit. This guy, you're so loud. Oh, we have a lander. We have large fuel canisters. Nose con is done. Nose cone. No? Oh yeah, we were waiting for it because we want one of these guys. After so long, I'm finally going to upgrade the multi-smelter. It's probably not even going to help that much, but no, I'm still going to do it. Only a truly cultured individual knows. Yeah. I don't know what that is. But I'm pretty sure I've established it within over a year of this playthrough that I am generally uncultured. We all know this by now. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I probably do, but like I probably do know what it is. I might need a refresher though. All players are expected to contribute equally. This is not measured based on playtime, but we expect each to put in a fair effort and not ride the coattails of others. So you're saying for me to even be considered for Stargate, I have to like get their contributions, even though they don't really helped into IV. I mean, I can probably, I don't know, it's fine. Let's watch a YouTube video. I don't think there's any way to actually. Oh no. You could have warned me that this was that loud. Oh, too late. Rest in peace, my ears. I don't know what this is. I guess I am uncultured. You're able to craft. Oh, you're almost done. Okay. Anyways, flux. And then we can finally upgrade our multi-smelter to help with the lead ox and Callisto ice that needs to be crafted. That stuff does take a while. Look at this. Actually upgrading our multi-smelter. True fans or long-term fans will know the story behind our multi-smelter in the first playthrough. I don't think we ever made one. No, we did, but we were all the way like until like IV tier with a steam oven because I just refused. I just refused to make one of these. It was pretty bad. But even then, even on this playthrough, I waited until like EV tier to make the thing. Actually, you're gonna get upgraded. This is to help out with the Callisto ice. We have to make plenty of it. It's from an anime, Kiniro Mosaic, where one of the characters couldn't say one of the other names, so shorten it to yeah. It's been a while since I've seen anime. Yes, I'm like, well, I watch One Piece, but that's pretty much it. I don't really watch anything else. I haven't been on a binge yet. Maybe I will soon because I did finish. I mean, if you consider the Avatar series, if you consider that an anime, then yes, I've been watching anime, but I know most people don't because they're elitists, and that's okay. I understand. Stop having fun. That's the kind of energy I get from that. people who say Avatar is not an anime. I have not watched, think, the last 2 episodes, so don't spoil it. You know what? I'll watch it during my lunch. Speaking of lunch, what should I eat for lunch? I'll watch One Piece. I consider it an anime. Even I know anime is generally Japanese, right? But like, so we call Solo Leveling an anime, even though isn't it Korean? Oh, but it depends on where it's made. I don't know. I mean, it's animation. Anyways, I did watch Avatar and Korra. I just finished it 2 days ago. Actually, Korra, pretty good. And yes, it's because of the hype that they're releasing the new one pretty soon. Is there any way to take the fuel out of this? Never mind. I'm just gonna craft another batch of green fuel. I think 10k should be enough. Yeah, go for it. Animes in Japan is just the word for animation. It's just the Western world thinks that it's just for Japanese anime. Oh, okay. That's fair. Why are you so expensive? I thought you were gonna be cheap. Guess not. Oh, the controller is done though, which was not even the expensive one. It looks expensive. It's just that there's a lot of like low tier materials it has to work through. So it probably is not going to take that long. Never mind, you're going to take forever because titanium is slow as heck. Even the drawn stuff is yeah, the drawn stuff I understand is different. Most Westerners, there's no difference between Korean or Japanese animation, but Korea and Japan do have different words depending on the source country. So I guess fun fact, I never would have realized that manhwa was Korean until Phoenix, and I think to an extent Kana showed up because they were talking about it once, and I thought they were crazy because they kept misspelling manga. But no, I learned that it's Korean. I'm uncultured. I know. I agree with you. And I think you guys are sharing like some raunchy manhwa back then. And I looked it up. It's like, what are you guys reading? I'm calling you out, Phoenix. Isn't the Chinese one with a J spelled in English manjua or something like that? I know Chinese is a different word also. Look at all this progress not being made. So I know Phoenix was asking, okay, what are you gonna do in the meantime while we're waiting for this? It's just a waiting game. I don't know. JH, they're the same character. No, they're not. Chinese version is manhua. God, you said you need. Oh, our power is really going down. We just drained like 500 billion right there. That's fine. We have the streamer switches off, so our base won't shut down. Actually, I want to see how the progress this is doing now that we've upgraded this too. I mean, there's nothing in there, so that must be a good thing, right? Yeah, let's turn on batch mode. So what can I do in the meantime? Let's think about it. I think one of the bigger bottlenecks is... Oh, this is almost done, actually. The rocket engine is going to take a while. This one... Yeah, the titanium. So I did talk about it. Maybe I should do some planning. Titanium is going to be used a ton, especially for the UHV superconductor parts. Right now, we're only producing it here, and it is a Mark II recipe, so I can't throw it at the compact fusion reactor. So what if it's time to start looking into compact fusion 2? And it did say after I get infinity stuff, I may want to start looking into this. I'll try it. No, I don't want to scan one. I guess I'm gonna have to do it though. Craft it. Oh, it's thick. That is a thick recipe. How the heck did I even do this? Like in LUV tier. Dang, I'm kind of built different. It's still crazy to think about that I was able to do this. Like back then. No, minimum you have to make 2 because Stargates are useless by themselves. You need 2 for it to do anything. But I think like there's like rules. I don't know. There's a link to it somewhere. Yeah, 2. Okay, you just correct yourself. Compact fusion computer. It'd be so funny if this was using like one of those. So if I'm gonna research this, I know like the dumb way to go about this is make sure I have enough resources for the full craft and then just scan it and then do that. But no, I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna craft another one. And honestly, I'm not gonna tear this down. I'm gonna have every compact fusion I build. I'm not gonna tear it down because why would I? It's giving my entire base power. So I think we'll commit to crafting another one of these. So I need this one to research the second one. And now I'm curious, how come it says prototype? But this one doesn't. Maybe they got their act right. I don't know. Compact fusion Mark 1 prototype. So we need one of these. It's a thick craft. We need a whole bunch of stuff here. Something is good is needing crystal circuits though. I don't know what. Oh, you know what? Let's deal with samarium. Samarium ore concentrate dust. This is I don't even know where am I getting this from. We can probably start getting this from tier 8 planet from now on, so I may not even need to set up the bastnasite line. Or monosite line, sorry. Burning has come so far since voiding everything when he's done. What does that mean? I'm gonna... I don't know if I should assume that I'm just a single player. I mean, we're still quite a ways away from that anyways. Anyway, so this stuff, I'm going to be getting a ton of this. Can I just make this into samarium? Dephosphated. Holmium, samarium, terbium, mixture dust. Am I producing this? How am I getting samarium again? Oh, I'm not. Oh, we get samaric residue. I think that's what we're trying to craft. So let me go down this road here. Oh, there's a ton of that stuff. Hang on. Let me check the level maintainers. I think I took some off. Yeah, we definitely need samarium, but I forgot how I set this up. It's been a couple months. It's level maintain. I know that. That's what it's doing. It got stuck somewhere. All right, let's just start from here. So we have cooled monosite rare earth concentrate dust, whatever that means. And that gets a separator. That's probably where it got stuck. And we wanted to make monosite rare earth sediment dust. And this goes down to heterogeneous halogenic monosite rare earth mixture dust. Try saying that 5 times fast. Which then makes saturated monosite rare earth dust. Which then makes samaric residue dust. And this is the one that goes into there. Okay, so I think a saturated monazite rare earth dust is what is being set. Yes, this is being level maintained. So go down there to that one. This one. So if I try to make saturated, whatever, you have 1. How come I cannot craft it? Because we need monazite rare earth sediment dust, which is this one. So we also need to maintain cooled monazite rare earth concentrate dust because that is a chance. Okay. Has the electromagnetic separator just not been running this whole time? No, you're running. Did I just not set it up? No, you have access. Why are you not working then? I'm so confused. All right, so take care. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh. Because that is a polarizer. You have to be a separator. Oh, you're gonna make me build another one of these things. So this whole time, it just hasn't been doing anything because I built the wrong machine. Oh no. All right, fine, fine. Right, sure. But this does mean I can probably change the recipe. So right now we're getting, this is the recipe that I want to change. I mean, I can easily just hit it with a screwdriver, but I don't want to do that. One of the recipes I want to change is this one. There's so many dusts. They all look exactly the same. I'm looking for cooled. This one here. Yeah, I'm looking for this one. This was the one. Let's do this one. Monazite. Okay, this one. But this recipe I do want to change because we can actually just use samarium ore concentrate instead of salt, and we get more out of it. So I'm going to do that before I forget. And then samarium ore concentrate, we actually just get this from somewhere. I don't think there's anything else we do with it. Fluorinated samaric. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we do with this. No. Okay. It's fine. Let's get the this stuff. Yeah, this one. I'm going to change this recipe to this one. Just double it until we have enough space. 8 plus 4, that works. Now put that in the mixer, and we'll put that in our new fancy mixer. That's where all the stuff is going to go. All right. And then I'm going to need a flux inhibitor. Is that what it was called? Exhibitor. Whatever that means. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, look at that. That's crafting IV machine parts. I hope this answers your question, Phoenix, of what else can we do while we're waiting for stuff. There's always something to do. Like fixing a mistake we probably should have dealt with a long time ago. And then 16x annealed copper wire. I have plenty of you, and I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, just like that. Or getting random questions. What does that mean? Something's stuck. Oh yeah, this assembler is slow for some reason because of the lead or a Hurricane plate, and there's like hundreds of it being made. See, this is why I keep canceling recipes. Sure, I'm always down for random questions. I like those. Yeah, all right. Cancel everything. Lead or Hurricane's taking too long. Oh, leave this crafting note. Almost done. Tier 3, Tier 4 alloys already using the S line. Okay. It does not take this long to use a machine hole. It will take that long to produce tungsten steel because our base is charging up. Turn on the streamer switch, which turns on the EPF. Yeah, that's what it was. I read that as hurricane. Took a quick glance at your question. Do you think hurricane is a scam? Do you think insurance is a scam? I think so. I don't know if that's like bordering politics talk, which I tend to try to just stay away from. But I guess my opinion about it is that yes, it is a scam if you're not using it because you're really paying money for nothing in a way. Now, is it useful for when you do get in trouble? Yes, it is. But then there's just too many rules to be able to say like if it's a scam or not, right? Because I hear stories about a lot of people saying, "Oh yeah, I pay for insurance, but they don't cover everything." Yeah, yeah, exactly what I mean. Like you pay a lot either way because insurance is like there's like it's so picky. And then they have like investigations, like oh, should we actually help you out? And I guess just the whole thing. And it's like, I don't know. And a big reason why I tend to stay away from like those kinds of discussions is like because most of my answers will just be it depends, and it's true. But for the most part, I think I would if you're asking for a yes or no question, I'm leaning towards yes because it kind of is. Like I have to pay what? Like 150 for my car every month. But like that means I'm paying for someone else to not mess with me later on down the road. But if it never happens, if I'm a good driver my entire life, that's tens of thousands of dollars spent for nothing. Yeah, it's rough. And it's kind of funny because then you get into an accident and then you just raise your prices even more for whatever reason. Yeah, we know it's not your fault, but we're still gonna increase your rates. Okay, sure. That's totally fair. Nose cone. Let's make sure that everything else is working just fine. It's these rocket engines are so expensive. Like we have everything, but it's just expensive time wise. And then the boosters. We'll continue all the crafts here. My parents have paid their home insurance for 40 years and never reported anything, and then they got flooded. And yeah, that's rough. Nah, bro, it's not covered. It's like, well, what were we paying for in the first place? Ouch. That's terrible. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Luckily, I've never had that happen to me, but it's not something I want to ever happen. Is there any special rules to these? Doesn't look like it. Okay. They didn't pay anything, but still raised their rates. Yeah, that's just dumb. Getting me all riled up here, Phoenix, about insurance. Reinforced Glass. I need 12 of you. Magtech casing. 73 of you. It's not that bad. And then magnetic neodymium. How do you spell it? With a Y. 37. Yeah, I guess I would have a lot more of a tougher opinion on it if something like that were to ever happen to me. But luckily, I've been fortunate enough that it hasn't happened to me yet. But from what I hear from others' experiences, it's no good. Yeah, it hurts the little guy for sure. I don't disagree with that. Still gotta wait for stuff. Let's just double check that this is not falling apart. No, we have 200 billion. Okay. So what am I gonna need for this? I'll give it sure CPM power. Honestly, at this point, I'm just giving everything CPM power. If we struggle, then something else. We should probably figure that out. I mean, a maintenance hatch. I don't even know what kind of wallet text just popped up there. You're gonna need 50 more what? Energy hatches? By the end of the playthrough, absolutely. We need an output bus. The heck? You don't know how to make HV output buses? That's weird. I think I took off the recipe. This is going to be... Okay, my game is bugging out. First, I see invisible mobs on Pluto, and now I see invisible items. That's so weird. UA circuit 2. Put that there. So we should be able to get some output buses. Let's craft a bunch of them. Turn it off and turn it on again. Yeah, but that's going to take me like 10 minutes or something like that for the game to start up. And of course, we are stuck because the amount of Orahara plates the thing has to craft is ridiculous. How long is this going to take? Let's see here. So right now, each one is 7.5 seconds for every two. So that's 3.8 seconds each. So 3.8 times 2 times 630. I'm just estimating. That is 4,700 seconds. That is more than an hour already. That's 1.3 hours. Okay, so that's going to take a lot longer than I realized. Oops. So I should probably think about upgrading this guy for more power. Yeah, because right now you are running off of this guy. Should probably think about that. Biblically accurate active transformer. I love that. It is approaching lunchtime though, which I don't think we ever answered that question. What am I gonna eat for lunch? I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I'm getting a little hungry. This might be a good time to leave it, but let's get some things ready for next time. Beef stew. I don't want to make food right now. I'm not up for it. But I probably will be making pot roast tomorrow for slow cooker Sunday. So later tonight, I'll probably go grocery shopping. Right now, I'm just gonna get some fast food though. I don't know what yet. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. So I think, yeah, it's best because even if we wait the hour and whatever to do that, it's gonna be way past lunchtime. So let's get some things crafting. So it looks like I should probably get a lot of tritanium crafted because we need a ton of that stuff. So what I'm going to do is craft a hilarious amount of this. Can I craft 1 million? I don't have radon. I should probably fix that. Hang on. I can do that here. Radon hasn't been running like forever either. Oh yeah, you got stuck. I think it's because you need... What's the first step again? Uranium? No, plutonium. You need a stack of plutonium. 239, right? I think. Let me check here. It's probably 239 here. Chili's is probably going to be the winner. I did eat Chili's. I ate it 2 days ago. It's been long enough. Yeah, okay. So for radon, we want to do that. Can we pump it anywhere? I'm curious. Doesn't look like it. No, it's fine. So to jumpstart this system, we need to put like a stack of plutonium there in the multi-smelter, and it just recycles over and over again. So all of the times you ran out of power, it would delete a stack of plutonium. That's what happened. Keep deleting it. And I just haven't been paying attention to it since. There we go. So that is our radon loop. It's just going to keep cycling plutonium between this and then consume uranium-238 over time. And that should give us our radon. Yeah, we had 64 million and we kind of ran out. And for good measure, I'm going to give that a giant output hatch just to store an extra 100 million. Right there. Let's pause you. Yes, I know I can upgrade it, but I'm not going to worry about it. Right there. Then we face it down. And there we go. So now we have radon being going into there. Fancy little radon loop. So tritanium. Can I craft 1,000 ingots? Yes. So craft 1,000 ingots. Go for it. That'll help us out. What other expensive ingot can we do? Turn off the streamer switch so we don't lose our base. Neutronium, how much do I have left? I still have a 12, that much. I should probably make 10,000 ahead of time because this stuff takes forever to craft. Yeah, let's do that. Americium. I haven't crafted americium forever because we did 10,000 and it's kind of just hanging out. So I'm okay with that. Cosmic neutronium doesn't really take that long, and we have plenty of it left, but I might as well make 1,000 of it too. Just 1,000. Absolutely make some UHV circuits. Can I craft like 100? Almost, actually. So I think I'm going to start the recipe, but missing inputs. Yeah, 100 of you, but ignore missing recipes. And you don't have enough space. You're lucky. So make only 50 of you. All right, go for it. We'll do all of that. And then we also need a bunch of UV circuits. Make 100. You're also missing simple stuff. We'll deal with that later. All right. Got lots of things crafting. There's no way all of this is going to finish in time, and that's okay. We'll come back to that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here so I can get some lunch a little early because it is a waiting game, and then the next steps to take is going to take longer than an hour anyway, so we'll go ahead and leave it here. But we have a lot of things crafting overnight. And then we have our streamer switch. When this is off, our base won't shut down. It's safe. And it's been proven time and time again that it is safe because we don't actively consume power whenever that switch is off. Okay. We'll leave it here. For tomorrow, I will be streaming tomorrow again. I'm going to continue on with the Tier 8 rocket. We should be good to go. I don't know. I'm surprised, though. I'm actually kind of impressed with the base. because it was like, what, 2 weeks since I took a break for about 2 weeks, and then I come back and the base is still running. Like, it's doing pretty good. We don't generate a lot of power, but we do have that shut off switch, which does prevent the base from shutting down for the most part. There's still going to be issues. It's going to happen, but for the most part, it's good. And if it does happen, we do have our emergency supply of helium plasma just in case. But I'll be back tomorrow, and we will be able to craft the tier 8 rocket. And then once I do that, we're going to travel to wherever I get infinity catalyst. Let me see here. Actually, I think it's, yeah, we get small ore on Vega B. So we're going to travel to Vega B, set up an ore miner there to get us an infinite amount of infinity catalyst. And then we're not quite there yet because we need to use a neutronium compressor. So this is a whole other multi-block. We can't use this one yet, right? This is yeah, we're not making a stack of those. Oh, what the heck is that? It looks weird. That's an interesting looking multi-block. But we're gonna have to also craft a neutronium compressor multi-block, which I don't think this is too bad. Oh no, it is a little atrocious. But this means that we're pretty close to infinity ingots using this one. Meaning we can finally make some creative items, which one of the first things I'm gonna make is an infinity booster card and neutronium energy cell to make our AE2 stuff way better, because I'm always having to come back to this terminal here. I know I can already set up wireless crafting, but I don't want to until I have infinite power. And that also means I would never have to worry about my AE2 system ever shutting down again. These are the first things I want to craft. But that is going to be progress for next episode. For now, I appreciate your time and support. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.